In a recent interview, Davido confirmed a joint tour with Wizkid, and now people are dragging themselves over it on social media. I think we need to talk about it. I still got some interesting stories coming in from Davido. Also, at an interview session with CNN, he spoke about death of his son. He spoke about coming back with his timeless album after 3 years of dropping an album. I think right now a lot of people are really supporting Davido through this time right now. It's not been easy for the family. All the same, I think Davido came back so hard. Do me well by subscribing to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to get more updates on Afrobeat matters. Superstar Davido scores highest on the endorsement deals in Africa. That is another thing we need to look into right now. He is the most endorsed artist by multi-million dollars brand across Africa, and that he's earning a lot of money from that, ranging from Munchit, Mattel, Viva, Puma. This guy got a lot. I think he's one of the most influential artists in Africa based on the number of following on Instagram. 26 point something million followers on Instagram. That is a big one, and he still got a chunk number on Twitter and other social media platforms. According to Africa Fact Zone, Nigerian superstar David Adeleke, who is popularly known as Davido, has the most endorsement deals in Africa. This is coming in from the camp of Wizkid right now. A lot of people are really responding to that. I am officially 30G member. That is a person of character says as he finally dumps Wizkid FC. That is what is trending right now on social media. I made a video on this speaking about people hating either Wizkid or Davido. That is not going to happen anytime soon because these guys are real friends and they are joining forces together to work in a recent project. I think that was first announced by a person of Wizkid on his Insta story speaking about joint tour with Davido, and now Davido has confirmed that at an interview, and this person in response to that promised to drop a song for Davido next week. Let's listen to Kata FA on this one.
Fan of Wizkid. Kata is not a real fan of Wizkid. Kata is not a real fan of Wizkid, but Wizkid now don't post Davido. You don't say you not get sense. You or any small thing you don't make noise. Davido is better than Wizkid. Wizkid is better than Davido. Now Wizkid don't post Davido. Wizkid don't post Davido. Wizkid don't post you. No, Wizkid don't post you. I love Davido. Die. I love him. I will rep Davido. I'm 30 BG from now on. If you pay you well, me you die. And I define wahala on the 30 BG now. I'll be 30 BG. If I make me verse now, next week I will drop song for Davido. Next week now I will drop song for Davido.
Kata FA is an Instagram comedian, and you have to understand also that he's a skit maker and a fan of Wizkid. But right now he's saying that he's a fan of both Wizkid and Davido. He's a 30 BG member and Wizkid FC at the same time, and promised to drop a song for Davido. Davido recently has clarified a relationship with Wizkid and reveals their upcoming tour. I think we have to support them through this time, and he spoke about how Wizkid weekly call on him to check up ever since the incident of the death of his son Ifeanyi, and he spoke about that at a recent interview, and that a lot of people are really excited about and saying that, man, we really need a collaboration from Davido and Wizkid at a point like this, and it's gonna be a high banger at the end of the day. Let's have a glimpse of that interview section.
Wizkid put on his story a couple months ago talking about a collab tour might be happening between the both of you anytime soon. Do you know anything about that? Can you let us give us a little bit of details about that?
Yeah. I think probably, I don't know what talking shot is in the talks.
Okay.
I'll be lying to you if I tell you that it's not in the talks. So it's looking like next year I'm going on tour.
Yeah.
We're trying to do it this year, but I have to do my tour first because I have to tour for this timeless album. I'm doing my arena tour in July. I'm doing almost 20 arenas this year. So wow. I think me and Wiz, from next year, me and Wiz are probably gonna drop a record and probably gonna talk.
Don't bite your tongue. Let's hear more.
Shout out to hey yo, what's up, man? Shout out to my brother. He called dude really literally calls me every week and checks on me, man. Shout out to Wiz.
Love that.
Love that.
Davido himself has been on tour trying to promote his Timeless album and is getting a lot of international attention on this. In South Africa, he actually did a couple of interviews and a couple of promotions at clubs, with friends and family members. I think right now we have to support him at a point like this. He joined CNN on an interview and spoke about his music life and the death of his son, how he was affected by it and how it is impacting on his new album called Timeless. I think we have to take a glimpse at this.
The situation that happened, and I know you don't want to talk about it because it's a difficult situation, anybody would understand, but how did that influence the music you're making and taking time away after a personal tragedy to be able to come back and face the world again?
The album, to me, had 3 phases. You know what I'm saying? Before my son passed, we finished the album. The album was done. You know what I'm saying? Even like most of the songs that we didn't come to make this album like, oh, we're coming, we're sad. Obviously, it was a tragic situation. But, you know what I'm saying? I still had to like be strong for everybody. Not only my wife, my family, my dad, her family, my son that's watching us. Do you understand? I know that at the end of the day, people would want David to be on stage again eventually. People would want me to be able to make the thousands of people happy that I do on a daily. Do you understand? I know that deep down, like, that's what people would have wanted. So obviously, like, I really had to really calm myself down. You know what I'm saying? Take a step back. And this has showed me that I was really born to do music. Do you understand? Because this situation will break anybody. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how you love it. So this situation has shown me that for us to be able to come back and regroup ourselves, gather ourselves, and be strong enough to deliver this record, I feel like that's what we're here to do. That's what we're brought to do in this world. I'm just ready to get back. I'm ready to just, go back on the road. A lot of things are going to be different, but music-wise, on the album, you will hear a couple, songs that, might, take you back and, into some emotions. So with this record, you definitely hear, me talk about a couple things that I've been through personally, but you're also going to dance. You're also going to, smile. You're also going to, hear some cheeky songs. You're also going to hear some songs that you're like, yo, David is stubborn. You're also going to hear some songs where it's everything. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. Like I said, we took our time, and we're ready for the world to hear it.
It's incredibly brave that you're out here performing again, making music, going back on tour. I think you must have seen the outpouring of support from around the world, people that just enveloped you in love, because no one can imagine the tragedy and the loss of somebody's own child. And I think your fans around the world have been waiting for this moment.
Bro, like, one thing that I'd say has helped, it was the support, from everybody. Like, I haven't had people that I haven't spoken to in years, and it's just, nobody would want that. And everybody knows that me and Choma didn't deserve that. If anybody in the world even like kind of deserved that, then we didn't deserve that.
Because everybody's heart broke for you and for
Choma. So we just, like, personally with me, like, the support that I got from people was one of the things that helped me stand up again. I remember I couldn't open my Instagram for like 3 weeks. I was like, on my one day I was like, yo, bring my phone, let me just check it. And then I just checked it and I just saw, like, from every kind of person in the world you can imagine, from politician to sportsman to other musicians to presidents.
Right.
So, like, that was one thing that really, made me, like, strong enough to stand up again, get back in the studio, and get back to what I do and what I love.
The most interesting one is a collaboration with Wizkid, and he actually affirmed that at an interview section, and a lot of people are really, happy about that. 30 BG members and Wizkid's FC are really happy about that. That is what I'm seeing, on social media, the comments they've been making around that. Are we going to see Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid in a piece? That is another question a lot of people are really asking, and I think they're asking for more. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you're new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.